Yeah.
Alrighty, so that was Tumbili. So that is CMG Records, part of the whole team. There's a lot of people who didn't come today because of different reasons. But on the 14th of February, there's a big show happening here by Captain Noto. It's called Will You Still Love Me in the Morning. So it's a comedy show, but also we have CMG as part of the official MC for CMG Records. I'll be hosting the part for the artists. So kujeni pia mimi ndawachekesha kidogo nikikumbuka them days. Pia siku hizi nimeanza kuchekesha watu. Siku hizi ni madrama tu. Tukanane. No, I don't do parody. That's Tumbili. I don't do parody. For real, Tumbili does parody. Me, if I do music, it's straight music. But, so I'll be hosting that part as well. So come through. There's a lot of goodies that are coming on that day. And a lot of amazing comedians. So get your ticket. I'ma check social media for Toyo or all our social medias. Check my social media pages for Obinna for more information on that day. So with that out of the window, sasa yamuke sasa. Sasa niko hapa. Sasa leteni maswali.
First question, Obinna.
Leta swali.
Umeongelea mambo na music sana.
Yes.
Now we're getting into music whereby uliingia music na sasa unafanya kazi nzuri.
Okay.
And maybe you can tell us how has been the experience, watu wanakutusi, wengine wanakusifu. Maybe how do you take that maybe those kind of critics?
Okay, so I was a musician before comedy. That's how I ended up here at the National Theatre. Under these mugumo trees where I used to go and sing every Friday. Jalango used to sit up there with Papa Shirandula. So he used to look at me sing down here. He liked the way I was vibing. I had a song called Shake Them. So he started calling me to corporate gigs and telling me, come wimbe ile wimbo yako Moja. So I used to go sing and ananipiga kapake kiasi like that. So when I was doing the music and watching him MC, that's when I learned how to MC. So then also other people started calling me to MC, Burale and the likes. And I would watch them and I would, copy paste, improve on a few aspects here and there. But I started music before comedy. I was Fredo Mondi's KYM hapa National Theatre. Mimi nilikuwa mtu wake wa mkono. Niaje chukua namba ule dem. I was that guy. So when I was doing that and working with Fredo Mondi, I was watching Eric Omondi, I was watching the whole guys. Me, I was a musician. I was called MG's Msani. I was doing dancehall music. It's a dancehall thing. So I did that for a while. So when I started comedy and then things worked, a lot of people who know me now, most Gen Z guys know me as a comedian. They don't know where it all started. But now one thing that a lot of people don't know, I'm very versatile. I do comedy. I was a dancer before. I'm an MC. I'm a musician. I'm a creative writer. I've written songs for a couple of big artists as well. But because they don't know it's Obinna, so it's, trust me. Let me not get into it for now because it'll open another can of worms. But they know themselves. If you don't know it's Obinna, you're not going to hate on it. But if you know it's Obinna, I'm that guy who is cool to hate on. Kitambo, it was another person too. So Willie Paul was being hated on a lot. Then at some point, I took the baton, and then it's going to go to another person. A lot of people have passed through it. But when you see something like that happen, know that something big is coming. So I welcome it. What I always say is this. If it makes you sleep well at night, just say it. But if you say it, be sure that you have evidence that it is true. Because if it's not true and I wake up on a bad side of the bed, I will pursue you with the law. And if I pursue you with the law, things might go south. And also if you want to say something bad, don't say it to my face. Because I have very bad anger issues. I'm trying to manage them. Me, I was a chokora. I'm from the street. Yeah, there you go. A lot of people who don't know. People at the National Theatre, when National Theatre was National Theatre, when people had freedom of movement, right now we have cessation of movement. You can't take a picture at National Theatre. Like this interview for it to happen was a lot of drama. Like we're now doing it kimauru, tumesema haya wacha tufanye interview kiumane. Because if National Theatre, you can't allow creatives to come and explore here, then where do you want them to go? This is supposed to be a safe space. So this was a space where tulikuwa nakuja kulala, tuna idol, tunaangalia wasanii wengine, tuko like, man, we could not sit up there. That was wasanii restaurant. So we sit down here, we're like, ukienda pale juu ni kuomba maji, saa ingine unanyima, unarudi na relax hapa, naenda Grogon, tuna represent, tunarudi hapa, tuna dance, tunapiga madrama hapa. With a couple of, this guy was there. He was born again at some point. This guy knows my journey like since way back. So I was a musician then. I've been through so much flack in my life that what I'm having now is sosa. Ati mtu anatukana kwa social media. Ai bro. Mimi nimetukanwa na babangu. Mimi nimepigwa, nimekuwa disowned, nimekuwa fired, nimekuwa rejected. Like what you're doing is, that is what I'm used to. Normally, ask Tumbili, if I post anything and I'm having positive reviews, me ambia Tumbili, hey bro, ni kunoma. Why is everybody praising this? If I get, I'm like, wamentukana, very nice. That's the normal one. I've gotten to a point where my defense mechanism is, I don't notice if someone, I don't even know how to take compliments. Most of the time, someone's like, hey, Buddha, I'm like, no, let's move to. I don't know how to take compliments because my defense is, I'm used to nitukanwe, then ukinitukana now I have a reason to prove you. Like when I came to Nairobi, this story I've never told anybody. My dad disowned me, kicked me away of his home. So when he kicked me out of his home, I jumped on a train. I think it's on Jalango TV. I did this interview. Came to Nairobi. I had sold a Vodafone phone that I had. Came to Nairobi. I didn't know anybody. Stood in the train the whole night to Nairobi. So when I got to Nairobi, my idea in my head was, I'm going to prove him wrong. Of which, if he didn't kick me out of his home, probably right now I'd be a pastor or a teacher or something of that sort. Uko ushago. Mimi nilikuwa nakana limia wase nasikia radio niko like mazi hey. But in high school and primary I was doing drama, I was doing music. I was the guy who go in front and say, ladies and gentlemen, in front of you is Elhobe Primary School with a dance entitled Omutibo. That was me. I was the only guy with the confidence in the whole school. But I knew I wanted art. I wanted to be on TV and radio. So when he kicked me out, I came to prove a point. And that is what I like because I worked so hard. I've done all the odd jobs in Nairobi, trust me. Then nika kuna kazi in Nairobi sijafanya. Until I evolved into Obinna that most people know now. Like, ugo na maringo, ugo. You don't know where I've been. You don't know the things I've put up with, the shit I've handled to be here. This is even a refined version of me. Most guys in the industry, the old guys, like in Nameless, CMB Prezo, Juakali, Moja, those guys have seen me grow. Like when I was emceeing road shows, that's when I started to nenda now wapi wanafika kina Daddy Owen. When Daddy Owen was Daddy Owen, bro. Oh, Daddy Owen. Okay, let me not get into that story. But alikuwa navaa viatu zingine hapo za Lacoste Fire. Anyway, so I'm used to that because of them. So even now when people tell me, Obinna, have you not noticed every month I do a brand new music video? I do fire song, I do a fire video, then I put it on YouTube. It's a matter of time. One day someone will just play my song in Jamaica or in Hollywood. Then guys will go, oh my God, we've always knew you had it in you, really?
Now, Obinna, my first question is it's not
oh,
about
wow, that's
me.
the first question?
Yes,
oh,
my
guys,
first
sorry,
question.
man, I talk a lot.
I have two questions.
So
the first question is, we want to know, right now, Kamene is not in case right now. You're working without Kamene, and fans were asking, how is the experience without Kamene? Because you guys mulikuwa mmezeana sana, pale Mboya nini. That is the first question. The second question, tumeona leo Mboya amerecord video pale Instagram, anafanya mazoezi ya ngumi ya mandonga pale, anasema he's coming for you, so you should be ready. You should be ready for him. What can you say about that? Are you ready?
First of all, we have a microphone haijakuwa plugged anywhere, but it's fine. Hii imeplug wapi? Aya. Oh, oops. Aya, so first of all, the experience is a little bit confusing because I'm used to baby girl vibes. You know, Kamene ni baby girl. But right now, sasa tunamenyana sasa. You know, Kwambox is more of my vibe. She's a female Obinna. She'll get in kapow. She's what that's Obinna. Me I come them one photo. I'm dancing. I'm doing what now. That's her. So we are matching the energy. So now adapting into that. And then today is just the second day that we're working together. So we see potential. The Kamene vibe is gone, but definitely it happens. Even if today I leave and someone else comes, Obinna vibe will not be there. Because even when I got to Kiss, a lot of people said, you can never be like Jalas. You can never feel Jalas's shoes. No. Then at some point, after Kunitukana, at some point they realized this guy is too good on this. So they kept quiet. So now they're just watching. They're waiting. Sasa ni manguo zako. Unavaa vibaya. Then they realize, siwachi. Ni ngoma zako sasa unaimba kama chura. Like they're always finding. I even saw Kwambox came and then we did the first show, which she was still getting the orientation in the studio. And then the comments were like, now Obinna should be fired now. Sasa huyo ndo nataka sasa utafutie mtu mwingine mnapelekana naye. Like there's always something that they're looking for. Yeah. And that is fine by me. Let them have fun provided they're listening. Because when they do that means they're listening, they're critiquing, and I'm improving. That's one. Number two, about Mboya, I don't want to talk about him because I realized he has a mental situation. And I'm pro mental health. I'm pro mental wellness. I've been in I've been in very dark spaces, and I know when I'm in dark spaces sometimes I lash out. And so I'd not figured out Mboya initially, but I've seen what he's done with a couple of content creators. You guys know him, so you've seen what he's done in these circles alone. And most guys in the public don't know. So when he spoke badly about me, then I was like, listen, if you talk bad about me, I'll beat you up. That's what I told him. And he came out with everything. Oh, you're threatening me. I told him, no, I'm not threatening. I'm promising you. If you say something about me, you better have evidence. If you don't have evidence, I will do it because I know where to find you. Then he went and then said a lot of nonsense and all. So when I sat down later, I realized he needs help. He's like my baby brother. And me engaging with him, we are not in the same level in every aspect of life. Every. I need to mentor him. I need to help him. He's in a hole. He's crying for help. And then I decided I'll not engage. So I just kept quiet. Then I avoided the story completely. Like a lot of digital media came and told me, "What do you talk about Mboya?" I'm like, no, I'm not going to talk about him. He needs our help. He's not in a very nice mental space. So this is what I'll ask you guys as well. Be kind to him. He needs the love. If you keep bashing him, he lashes out. And anytime he lashes out, you saw what he did with Jalas with the 18K story. And the guy just wanted to help him. And then another story with Tumbili, who opened the page for him. Tumbili is the one who opened the YouTube page for him. And then the time he came and then striked content creators' pages. And then, he did what to his girlfriend, kicked out of the house. Like, there's a lot that is happening. And I'm just like, he needs help. And he's crying out for help. And I've been there before. So let's help him. So I'll not engage him. So it's fine. Let him have fun with it. If it's helping him pay bills, let him have fun.
And I'll just ask, now that you've discovered or you've come to conclusion that he has a sort of mental health problem, will you be willing to help him akikujia tu akwambia mazee?
No, I'll not be willing to help him because at the moment we are at loggerheads. You know, also to help someone, you have to be willing. I'm not willing to help him. That's why I'm telling you guys to help him. Me and him right now, we are not friends. We were not friends before, we are not friends. Because if you can go and start saying, it's like every other person will go and say a lot of unproven things about me, we automatically are not friends. I don't want to see you, I don't want to talk to you. Do your life, I do my life. Just don't come to my face. Because if you come to my face, now that's my personal space. That's a different thing altogether. You see, he said he was punching a bag. Bro, I'm training kickboxing. I can fuck him up good. Okay? And probably every person in the music industry and in the comedy industry. Probably. All right? But I would not want it to get physical because where I am now, I'm not trying to engage on anything. Even this year, when I realized anything, I realized I normally stop and throw stones at every dog that is barking my way. So moving forward, I'm not going to be engaging on a lot of mediocre attention things. I'm trying to focus on the goal for pushing the activism to stop gender-based violence against men, create awareness about mental wellness for men, because a lot of men are going through a lot of things and they're crying for help and nobody's helping, and also just give more entertainment, because when you entertain, kuna tu mse, hizo ngoma zangu mnasema zinabo, zinakuwa na views zao, 10,000 ya moja polite, I don't buy views. Most of these A-list artists, they buy, trust me, I know. Someone does a video like this, 100,000 views, I'm like, yo, really? Even Tanzanian artists, even Nigerian artists, it's a business. And those guys have reached out to me like, bro, maze, si buy my views, maze, ukika video iko 40,000 views. I'm like, no. Organic. Itakuwa 10, itakuwa 20, itakuwa 30. One day itakuwa 1 million organic. Yeah. Because there's that 1,000 people, that one person, 2 people who listen and like, Obinna, by the my DM has too many people for good news. Obinna maze, umenisaidia, I was going through this maze, hii story ulisema, hii da. Even the radio show and all the content I do on my social spaces and my social media spaces, there are people it targets. If it doesn't target you, well, support another person that it targets. And that's why I always tell all my haters, instead of focusing all the energy on hating me, so you focus on supporting your favorite artist. You like Trudy, go to Trudy's challenge. Weka hizi my emojis za fire nini, kama nauza merchandise nunua nini. Yo data una waste kwangu, waste kwake. Let's focus more on that one.
Yeah. Okay, labda ukimaliza ama labda kama kuna swali lingine.
Nani amekwambia namaliza?
Ukiwa na DM yako kila siku ama almost kila siku post messages za manguko.
Ndio shida za DM.
Una post mangoko karibu kila siku akiku DM. Ulinayo
mangoko.
Mademu yani.
Unaita mademu mangoko? Oh my. Wow. Okay. Yeah, what about them?
Unadilaje nao yani wewe?
I always just post and then we laugh about it. But I normally hide their name and their image. But it's because my DM is crazy. Even there's another one I'm posting today. My DM is... They never send their number because most of them wasi accept. So wanaona, na screenshot then naeka hapo, so guys have fun with it. But very soon I'm doing something about that one. I'm gonna be hooking up guys in my DM. Saturday unataka mtu. Na fanya hiyo maneno mnyinyi unacheza kama nyinyi. Nasema tu huyu anataka mtu then muna flood kama nyinyi. All right.
Obinna nikuuliza juzi presentali ametoa ngoma yake Skibe, alafu ngoma ikiisha anasema Obinna alafu inakatika. Sijui wewe
Anakujia sasa.
umechukuliaje?
Wow, no, it's content. Let him have fun with it. Bora tu asikuje penye niko. It's a very simple thing. So I have beef with a couple of people in the industry, okay? Niko na beef na Eric Omondi, niko na beef na Presenter Ali, na niko na beef na Silver Kido. Silver Kido is because he'll force you to do what you don't want to do, even when you don't have the mood. Presenter Ali, because he knows what he went and did. He had the facts of everything, but he decided to publish for views. Na akakula views zake polite. Eric Omondi, because si tunavurugananga naye huku, but in a professional manner. We respect each other, but saa ingine pia akicheza flat nawambia, bro, mazi hapa na umecheza flat. So that is what is happening. Hawa watu wengine hawa ni watoto wadogo, hao we are not engaging with. So wacha Presenter Ali aimbe, ni sawa. I see he decided to pay attention to another loser who is losing in the States, but I'm focused on winners. That's why I'll never sit down and address that. Let me not say.
So
Nilisema peace.
Uko na beef na loser Kibe?
I would not say beef because it doesn't matter to me. I would have beef if you affect me in any way. But if I've not seen you don't have any talent, all you do is kutukana watu online, that is not talent. That is, you are hurting, you're crying for help. Now you feel, let me bash this guy, let me bash this. It's like a bully mentality. Why are bullies bullies? There's something they went through. So what he tried in his life, being a pastor, being a radio presenter, being everything, if they all fail, what happens? Now you create a platform because now it's a free platform. Now you start bashing people. Then because negative news goes more than positive news, now you have a lot of views because everyone, nani ametukana leo, nani ametukana. People like Mushene. And negative news, trust me today, I come here and give you 1 million. Nobody will talk about it. But nikuja na useme Obinna umeninyang'anya 50 bob. Trust me, Obinna amenyang'anya 50 bob. Obinna, really? That's what happens. It's the same thing.
Okay, Obinna final.
Like Obinna, I'm a fan of Kula show, and now when you look at those shows, unapata maybe unasema kuna celeb wanakuja hapa wanarenga kukula ama wanarenga kukuja show juu ni wanaona ni mbuzi, and maybe who are these maybe celebrities, maybe if you can mention walikataa kukuja show yako maybe vitu kama hizo.
Just one that I'll mention. The others wananiambianga wako busy, but Jago aliinvitiwa akasema mimi nikuje uniambia nisikule. Mimi niko na pesa yangu sininunue chakula nikule. So I'm like, it's not about the food. Kula show is not about the food or about you not affording the food or about you being smart. It's the engagement when your defenses are down. You know, when someone is eating, they're normally very friendly. It's the fun side of the artist. That's the idea behind Kula show. So most people don't get the idea. So they're like, mimi wezi nita, unaambia niche kula kama mtoto mdogo. I've called big people there, bigger people, bigger celebrities, and we've sat down with them and we've had fun with it. Yeah, it's just a game, but a lot of people always feel, but it's life, that's where it happens. You don't win every day. Some say no, some say yes. That's the joy of life. Trust me, if life was too smooth, we would not be here today. Yeah, leo unapata, leo unakosa. That's why, so ukipata uko like, hey, nini? Kama uko na do, si ukuna food unatamani?
Yeah.
Kama uko na, hujai kuwa na do. Oh, sorry.
Obinna, final word to your fans.
Final word is keep supporting the petition that I'm pushing. Sign it to stop gender-based violence against men. I'm trying to figure out a way and get like-minded individuals so we can do a peace walk so that people know that also boys bleed blood and also boys cry and also boys hurt. Because most people do it thinking, wanaume waliangi maze, wanaume watokangi damu, wanaume unajua nini. So let's try and do that, and I'm also trying to create a more peaceful environment for creatives to thrive and trying to get to put more money in different creatives' pockets. Some are directly, some are indirectly, some most people don't even know. And keep listening to The Morning Kiss. We are learning. I have a new lead host and we are going to work on it together. And we'll give you guys a fire show. Keep subscribing to my social media platforms. Let's see how it goes.
I had this question before you finish.
Okay.
Do you maybe regret at one point sharing Billy's story, something?
No. That's the only thing I don't regret. The only thing I regret actually is talking about my situation with my baby mama, because I was lashing out from the pain I was going through and it got flipped, everything, and I got bashed and I got dissed and I got labeled all the names and I lost a couple of clients. If I knew better then, a couple of high-profile friends called me when the story was just starting and they told me, bro, you know what you're going through. Because I'd spoken to them. Me, I talk a lot. I always tell them, bro, I'm hurting. So they told me, maintain hush, but I could not. So I spoke too soon and it messed up a couple of things in my career. And that's the only regret that I have. I could have kept quiet. And that's why even when Tumbili's story came, I broke it. I didn't let him break it because he was there for a while and I kept on telling him, bro, one day one day udem atakuwa. Na alikuwa zile hapana mazi unajua. I even recorded a video. There's a time I think I posted it. I was like, I'm recording this video in the future. If anything happens, people will say, Obinna alikuwa wapi? Obinna alikuwa rafiki yake. So when he sent me the videos in the middle of the night of him bleeding, I was like, now this is now too much. So I spoke about it, and I'm glad I spoke about it because at least something is happening for him and his family. The government has not done anything yet, but let's hope with CJ Kome's directive and direction, we might get to do something about it. And gender-based violence against women and against men can be a thing of the past. No man should lay a hand on a woman and no woman should lay a hand on a man.
Okay.
So we are moving in the right
really
direction.
Working to go against gender-based violence on men. How far are you willing to go with this? I mean, nini ikihapa utajua mazee nimeachieve kenye nilikuwa nataka? Like what are you expecting out of it?
If it's passed as a law that if you lay a hand on a woman or if you lay a hand on a man, these are the charges. So they have proof. You know, if they have proof, you've laid a hand on a man or you lay a hand, because you know pia mtu anaweza sema, me I've seen situations where dem atapiga chali na toke nje akipiga nduru aseme ananiua. Mnakaa mnapata chali ana bleed. Dem atasema alikuwa anajidefend. And then of course because the way the system is, we gaidi kuja hapa. Mbona unapiga dem? Na sometimes you're the victim. Now if we have that, then we have counseling centers. I really wish for us to have counseling centers for boys where a boy can just call and say maze nataka kuongea na mtu maze siko poa maze niongelesheni before nifanye kitu mbaya. So we start saving lives and the next generation feels inspired and they become at peace. Mental wellness.
Okay.
Priority.
Thank you so much, Obi.
Asanteni sana.